Vital GH Radio has a wealth of experience executing the full spectrum of public relations tactics: advertisement, radio broadcasting, interviews, voice-over, jingles, commercials, and many more. You can contact us on our US lines on 3022-575152 or on our Ghana lines on 0546 494-885, or you can visit us on our website on www.vitalghradio1.com.
If you want this, if you want that, it's all over Vital Radio. If you want that, and if you want this, it's all over Vital Radio. Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio.
So, you know, I mean, wo two tier, we said your name, Mecano, yes, I know be a woe befano. Diana, I say, be in a sumu, she, and it could be a yakam. So, TME, men know one home comment to what you say. But you know, me can make a difference, they seem to me. So, when we so kind of the also kind of different. But near area perfect dear would see a baby a baby and a suit ye. So no also why they want my comment to one. A dear in such a way say, I mean, you beg spin at the pub. So you know, a drink at the papa. And yet, normal degree, and I am not couple with you. No go how will come with my own. Say Ghana, acquire NDP, NDC. They can't NDP once a month. We're going to we NDP. And I got to work NDC, we NDC. Yes, I'm here. Name me a percent in your fat and dream. A dear become once a me. A dream, the other fat. So, answer that, you back home. And then no more me, no, and then to say, number one, like transgender won't go into women's competition. And sometimes it's not fair because let me show one view it's an MMA. There's a woman and a transgender. This whatever, not this cool. Burma is built different. No matter what you do with yourself, you are a man. So the start role never woman more than what you be kind of different. Going in sports. Okay, so more than inside here. I didn't think I'm going to join the sports. So I'm saying 4x110. To say mix email two, number two, no one compete. Do that one, and then you say there's no idea about it. I will not have anything to say bad about it. Ne mmom no sɛ ɛmaa paa a ɛne mmarima compete bi a wɔn nso wɔyɛ transgender nti no they feel sɛ they are women a wɔn ne wɔn yɛ yere deɛ ɛno deɛ I disagree totally in the sense that so what she said the nkurɔfo wɔ sɛ mu abɛwɔ a wodeɛ nyame kyerɛ wɔ mmɛyɛ show there were video clips in your hand. I want to show you something at least here. This is Sode Mayo, whatever, or South African. All right. This one is a Burma football, rugby. Right. Now, look at this woman. So, whatever, it's a man or a woman. Oh, and the same thing. Only Obama way, a year or so a transgender. How are you going to win? How? Anyway, you better call your first video about this, no actually what we are talking about.
Biological male has just become the first transgender person to win a world title in cycling.
First transgender weightlifter winning her maiden international event as a woman.
A biological male winning a gold medal in a women's event now seems a matter of when, not if.
Since sports events began, men and women have been segregated by gender to make the competitive events fairer due to differences in muscle mass, innate strength, or testosterone levels. But nowadays, these physical differences no longer seem to be a determining factor.
There are all kinds of reasons that people have advantages. Somebody's parents can give them year-round training. Somebody else is really, really tall and someone's really, really short.
Sport has never been fair. You bought into that myth, so have a lot of other people. But let's face it, if I wanted to be a jockey, I couldn't be. Nature endows her gifts unevenly in society.
It's true that some physical characteristics give athletes an unusual advantage in sports, like Michael Phelps's long arms or Usain Bolt's height. But the genetic difference of being born as a male or female and competing with the opposite gender proved to be more of a determining factor than any bodily developments in sports.
If you go through puberty, you have all the benefits of having a male body. And even if you transition and reduce your testosterone, you're still going to have those benefits. You're going to have the bone structure, the slightly bigger heart, more red blood cells. So therefore, a female athlete competing against a transgender female is always going to be at a disadvantage.
Testosterone levels are important because the amount of the hormone defines the eligibility of athletes to compete whenever sporting events are limited to a single sex, following IAAF rulings.
The idea that we need to protect women's or female sport from other women and females is itself inherently discriminatory. No testosterone policy will ever work.
Male to female athletes no longer need to have reassignment surgery, but they do need to demonstrate that their testosterone levels have been below 10 nanomole per litre for at least 6 months, according to the 2016 International Olympic Committee guidelines.
It's not saying you're a man or a woman. It's saying you can compete. It's a matter of eligibility to participate in certain competitions.
In the case of female to male athletes, they can compete without restrictions.
But 10 nanomoles per litre, as I understand it, something like 90% of female athletes, their testosterone levels are around 3 nanomoles per litre. So in other words, this upper limit is 3 times what would be typical in a female athlete. So it seems like a kind of arbitrary setting unrelated to the realities of the situation.
Well, I actually agree with you there.
But what happens with student athletes who decide to change their gender? Well, the rules are not clear at all. Most countries don't have clear regulations. And the biggest student sports organisation in the US, the NCAA, does not require gender confirmation or a legal recognition of a player's transition sex in order for transgender players to participate on a team that matches their identity. Just 1 year of hormone treatment prior to competing on a female team. In the middle of all this legal mess, Zubi, a UK-based rapper, basically identified as a female and broke British women's weightlifting records.
Saying, look, I'm not a professional powerlifter, but even I myself, I can stroll into the gym on any given day and I can break the British women's bench press record. I can break the British women's deadlift record. When I'm on form, I could potentially break the British female squat record. And I don't even compete.
So if you're a woman and you're a natural woman and you don't take any extra hormones or male hormones, you're not taking steroids or any sort of performance enhancing drugs, you're doing your very best to compete and you're at the top of the heap. But then someone comes along that was a man for 30 years and decides that they're going to be a woman, and this has happened, and literally transitioned a few months ago and competes as a woman and destroys records and dominates you in that sport. That's bullshit.
Yep. So, this is what we are talking about now. It's not fair. This is not fair at all. Say, somebody, this, will come into the women's, and then dominate. Even there was this big guy, big dude who played with women, also a transgender, in basketball. He's just like tallest person or how these women are going to compete with this guy, so transgender woman or whatever. How is he going? The women will be able to compete. Me, this is what I'm talking about. Say, if set will be set up a set for year into this, well, if you are transgender now. First of all, they will, the Becca says, okay, you are on the testosterone level, go and compete with the men. Yeah, that's okay. Transgender, is competing with the men, not women. It's not something that I say, you could do baby. I mean, I don't understand why. The normal baby or her, that can't book one to be transgender or dream one of who say, oh, this is what I have to do, and then he will do it, and then people will support him. Okay, at the end of the day, okay to them. Will be anyone also. I mean, there are some people who be Haiti like gay or whatever. We don't. Yeah, now I want to ask people. Say, these people now we're talking about Ghana. I went to school with one guy. I didn't know he was very gay until said, yeah, back home and then who said, oh, yeah. Because always he friend could do this, yeah. He was always making he dresses like a woman, he was always doing this. And the old school we made fun of him. Yeah, could do this, yeah. Oh, all those things. Until say I came here and then who said, oh, this guy, telling who's school now know his money, and that is always gay. So, Ghana, who said, Ubi or high, yeah, who come simple because they were gay. Say, Ubu, well, just because of this, and then I'm a gay. Because you walk Ghana, and I need to be below her. Mr. We, especially could do this year. What dress it between Uber market, and that would be a bit of one dress over. Not all tone with the ane. Or tone now market was more opportunity and will be any more complaining about Glandia now. But all of a sudden, they say they are taking it to the next level. Say, Chinchina, you swallow it, you swallow it. Whether you like it or not, you say you have to swallow it. No, you don't have to. Sure. A couple of years ago, we back home, yes, I'm going to be big before so long. The back home, there was something, Nicoya Juma, baby, I will Queens, Queens, New York. Now, maybe if you got my airman, now I had this idea. So, I want to make friends with some Americans. I mean, maybe your point, but I'm not me, your factory, because one of the Bronx, not making Bronx. The your factory now, we are busy. When we see what trim out, and I'm not prevent side. Let me see. And yet, yeah, the same thing, the factory in the nearby. But you yeah, one day, your point, you must oh, I try to put my hand, no, just say, I said, the Ghana, I feel to number school. Yeah, boy, any so what is wrong with you? He says, oh, so you are my friend. No, you're not my friend. That way. Oh, in fact, I didn't understand. So, oh, yes, sir. If you also call it a cocache, if you want for the say, with a Spanish, if we use name B for that. No, maybe I said, well, I didn't know. The doctor, what I contracted one. That will be a move from me. The winner, this are boy back. Now, and that is, the chatty woman will be a issue. Also, the who's away let is Spanish name for that. And I'm very, no say then, so, we are target. Some say, target, to explain it to me, and to matter. And yet, target, you are my friend. Ghana, Africa, you see, you can hold hands, yet because say, we are, well, no, you can hold it. And then because it's a woman there, so, but then, no conform to say, we try to make furniture. I found a moment to matter, and then on the Libya. If you don't want to think that you say this particular thing, mayor target, no, yes, I'm here. That time, now, those people didn't like the, buy and buy, now, buy and buy. It's the same, people be there if they affect those things. So, so we came on in Ghana, so half of the penna every neither degree. And then in answer 3 days ago, I was watching another video be or video better or where he just went to a place to catch a boy. He said, okay, and I'm saying, for achieve one something. And I didn't know what happened later on because many of the anime region. The one this boy and I say, how did you do it? So he saw it on YouTube. And you heard everything there coming on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, money, These kids are also learning. They own what is on YouTube and why. But of course, secondary schools, they were kissing them because I'm sure one school there, girls were just kissing themselves now with school. Ghana. The time I never went home, no school, they have something on their phone, Supi. It was the same thing. Supino was the same. And no man, no one can the same thing. And they say that I buy more of the something like a fashion. Because Ghana, we share there also the sugar mommy. My money for no man. And I said, are you serious? So when there, my many money no man. Really? Some years with the so over from and I'm proud of friend. I was there and I see what was saying. And I'm just thinking, this is what you are going to live. It's a good living also. One year, I'm not going to be a not going to be here. And then they will hard, so I saw him you because we didn't so often no one of you and so. And I 1 year looking. I don't realize it's a power. I say, what can I am? Because when you say no one will be for ban and I possible far. Is being killed for certain things, but as long as we know what happened. Because they don't ask. Why this person was murdered. Because no, you hear more. Nobody knows. So be a cuckoo we were and then I say because we be a cuckoo, but that's what we want. Because I know my area air cost we are seeing her air there. What about say a bit of time, how go her in one and look at the material or have a big craft and a cramine. The be far nine, actually cuckoo will or far dying. I mean, come on, it's going to happen. A certain thing will her very happy. The animal about the Armageddon or whatever is coming. Any emotions animal is because animal is in an it's going to happen. It is something who say, and no matter as the time now, if you have to air costume, if you have to air for them, normally we every year to new name, 20 something, let's say go back to 50 years ago. Who, the guy who born dog, so the young people that we have to say, who you see, he will never try. Who will try? Moving forward to 2023. Say the same money. We be to engineer baby aka and no card me me Philadelphia. And Facebook have me for her, the who and for member they were keeping themselves any order. Every business. No, any business. But I am going and me give my idea and come I don't care whether it keeps whatever it keeps whatever you give myself. But the point is, and I say, you don't force anything down somebody's truth. The teaching I will disagree with you. You are forcing me down my truth. The teaching I will be too because no one feels it's better for me. It's not better for me. It ain't any better for me. Shouldn't I decode the active papa the way we are saying, let's say, teach me how to make a TV. Teach me how to make some drops. Teach me how to make something better for myself. Don't tell me something about this. And then there is your problem, not my problem. More normal. But all those things mean that the medical beginning in Africa. Yeah, the African they can do anything. Let them do it. Okay. But look at it this way. What you have every day you are talking about Africa doing the African doing it. I think that all these Arab countries in the world, from Saudi Arabia to Morocco and all those countries along that Middle East one. We don't force them to do that too. Then we are telling us force them. China, tell them, hey, listen, go to South Russia, tell them, force them to do that. Then can't say you have to do this. By and by, it's going to come, but don't force it to down our troops. Look at this. If you go to some of these countries and states now, they are trying to ban some of these things. And I saw these transgender, they don't even want this woman to compete in this end of this NCAA sports. Because look at this, they are seeing it's not fair for these ladies. Guy here or basketball here or no name girls, if you have these girls want to compete. We did not do those who be since so yes, and yeah, because or your bar and you didn't have to and those things mean now again, it's no later and check people will be also trying to say if I have my dog and I want to sleep with my dog now, it's nobody's problem. And you'll be answered because I want to make a mind media. If I have to have sex with my dog now, nobody can stop me. And then it becomes a pattern. So if before we try to move on from this to animals. You hear to be able to say having sex with an animal is very good than a woman. And yet, he wasn't before baby planning on come that. I know there is not something new we know about it. If you see all these movies now, all movies now, some of them have sex with animals, and they yet be a gay. And sooner or later, before I want to tell you, say, I want to have sex with my animal, or I want to marry my own sister, I want to marry my mom, because sometimes you hear so many things you have. Will be and say, look, I had sex with my mom, I had sex with my sister, I'm sleeping with my mom, and so those things, nobody's saying and saying anything about it, but it's going to come to a time. We like I say, okay, I want to marry my daughter. I want to marry my mom. Do you have anything against it? No, you don't. You don't have anything against it because it's my Yankasa. All right, so I want to do that, and then it's my right. My right to be what I don't even know what to say. Anyway, call commercial break by hold on. Like right. You see, let me do this.
We'll keep climbing till we reach the sky.
VitalGH Radio has a wealth of experience executing the full spectrum of public relations tactics: advertisement, radio broadcasting, interviews, voiceover, jingles, commercials, and many more. You can contact us on our US lines on 3022 575152 or on our Ghana lines on 0546 494-885, or you can visit us on our website on www.vitalghradio1.com.
If you want this, if you want that, it's all over Vital Radio. If you want that, and if you want this, it's all over Vital Radio. Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, yeah, Vital Radio, Vital Radio, Vital Radio.
This morning, victory.
Thomas wins the NCAA championship.
And controversy. Leah Thomas, a swimmer on the University of Pennsylvania's women's swim team, has become the first openly transgender athlete to win a Division I NCAA championship.
I try to focus on my swimming, what I need to do to get ready for my races, and just try to block out everything else.
Outside of the arena, dueling protests.
This isn't about hate. This is about identities do not play sports. Bodies play sports. And Leah Thomas will always have a male body.
This dog whistle for transphobia. If we are going to allow Leah to compete, then we need to give her a chance to win.
This protester inside the arena holding up a sign reading, "Save Women's Sports." Thomas competed on the men's team for 3 seasons before undergoing years of hormone therapy. But critics argue Thomas still has an unfair advantage. Nancy Hogshead-Makar is a women's rights attorney and former Olympic swimmer.
Leah Thomas has been through puberty. So that's 10 years of having testosterone, making broader shoulders and bigger lungs and strength.
Hogshead-Makar wrote a letter to UPenn last month, signed by 16 athletes on the school swim team, saying, quote, Leah holds an unfair advantage over competition in the women's category, as evidenced by her rankings that have bounced from number 462 as a male to number 1 as a female. But another trans swimmer, Isaac Hennig of Yale, who recently competed against Thomas, argues otherwise.
Trans athletes have always existed, we will continue to exist, and we deserve to play the game just as much as everyone else.
Earlier this year, the NCAA changed the rules on the participation of trans athletes, eliminating blanket requirements and allowing each sport to make its own regulations.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Okay. Go back. Some of what happened here. This guy, you know, who, first of all, he was a male in the male sportsman, and then he decided to be, was I think number 4, and then he decided to be a transgender and to take part in the women's sportsman and became number 1. And you know, we are also going to allow this people to go in like this. Anyway, the program now, and Kofa, I think the program, majority of them don't have. There will, and then there has something else to do. And you know, I end this like in 30 minutes, and then next week, you know, we'll come back and do the same thing. All right, have a good day. Bye.